Kicking off today with Kentucky Ballistics. Could water save you from a bullet? The 50 BMG, 5.56, 9mm, and more. And I love the ballistics guide there, little ballistics dummy. I love that so much. And I find it really funny how that for a time I would have never checked out any of these guys. Like Brand Herrera, Donut Operator, Kentucky Ballistics. I never would have checked these guys out if it hadn't been for you guys. Because it was just a case of, I don't really think this stuff would be up my alley, and the next thing I know, it's like, I'm hooked. As always, let me know if the sound is fucked.
We're gonna find out if water can save you from a bullet. We got a 2,500 gallon water tank. We got a zombie torso. And I got lots of guns. 22 long rifle, 9mm 12 gauge shotgun, AR-15, AK-47, Serbu, BFG 50A. Here we
I just want to say, I did like that, which one was it?
The AR-15, AK-47, Serbu.
I liked the whole design skin on that gun. I don't know if that's like if they there's like a special paint they use for that, but I really like that.
BFG 50A. Here we go. Oh dear. Oh. What's up, everybody? My name is Scott, and you're watching Kentucky Ballistics. And not too long ago, we had some fun with a pool, and we tested to see if guns could fire underwater. Your biggest request after that video was to see what would happen if you shot into water. Will the bullet just zip through the water, or will it slow it down enough to where it's no longer considered lethal? So,
Say it's going to entirely depend on what type of gun it is and the type of ammunition. That is my bet. The aggressively American paint job. Yes. The aggressively American paint job.
today I have a 2,500 gallon water tank that's about 6 foot 4 inches of water. I'm going to sink a zombie torso to the bottom and shoot at it with different calibers and see what happens. So you may be wondering, how am I going to actually shoot down into this water tank?
Hell yeah. Yes. I love this. I love this.
Thankfully, I have a handy dandy monster truck. Put this down here. Oh, that water's kind of cold. That's not good. Oh.
Paint job looks like a Call of Duty gun. It really does.
Ugh. Okay. Zombie set up. And we got GoPro set up. One GoPro is pointed at the zombie, and the other GoPro is a wide shot. That way we can see the bullet entering the water. Okay, we're gonna start out with 22 long rifle. This is a Smith & Wesson 22 Victory, and I'm loaded up with a 22 long rifle, 40 grain bullet. Here we go.
Pretty large Kentucky Customs. I'll look into that.
I see the bullet on the ground. Let's go inspect. I'm not the most graceful on a ladder. That's why I was never a firefighter.
Honesty. I just fucking suck.
Okay, well, I found the bullet, and it doesn't look very deformed. Maybe a little bit. And the zombie, it doesn't look like he got touched. If he did, it didn't do anything to him. So it's looking like, at this point, about 6'6" of water would probably save you from a 22. Okay, up next, we're gonna step it up to 9mm. This is a Canic TTI Combat, and I'm gonna be loaded up with some Underwood ammo 9mm. These are 124 grain full metal jackets. Here we go. Oh.
Wait, did it bounce off?
Okie dokie. He doesn't look like much happened to him. If it did hit him, I mean, it definitely didn't stick in him because it was just laying on the ground. And the bullet looks pretty good. But I'm kind of curious, what would happen with a hollow point? So now I'm going to be loaded up with a 9mm, 124 grain Hydroshock hollow point. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Let's have a look. Oh, I feel like I'm training to be a Navy SEAL or something. Here is the bullet, and it is absolutely mangled. That is wild. So, at this point, looking at him, which he basically looks unscathed, I'm going to have to review the GoPro footage to see if he actually got hit. But if he did...
So, what exactly, because I'm uninformed, y'all know this, what is exactly a hollow point? Because I'm not smart, and I'm not, oh, I guess I'm not smart would be the right thing here, I'm just uninformed, because I'm not very knowledgeable on these things. If y'all could tell me, I would really, really appreciate that. Or I can just look it up after the video.
It didn't do anything to him, and if it was a hollow point, I think you're in even better shape. Okay, up next, we're going to use 45 ACP. This is a 1911, and I'm loaded up with 2 rounds. First is a 230 grain full metal jacket, and then the second one is a 230 grain hollow point. Full metal jackets first. Ooh, okay.
That looks like a hit.
Now for the hollow point. Listen, I'm telling you, those are bubbles, okay?
To expand disperse and feel expanding the cavity shortly after import with the flash. Oh. Okay then. I'll go if you want, right? It's all good.
Okay. Really interesting results that time. So the hollow point just completely shredded. So that's all that's left of it. And down there, I showed you with the camera, there's just a bunch of these little pieces everywhere where those petals just peeled off. And then as for the full metal jacket, it looks perfectly fine. But again, if these rounds actually did hit him, which again, I don't know at this time of filming because I haven't reviewed the GoPro footage, but if he did get hit, Doesn't look like it did much of anything to him. All right. Show you real quick. Here's all of those pieces that came off of that 45 hollow point.
Oh, that broke up pretty nicely, didn't it?
That's pretty cool. All right, that's going to be it for the pistols. We're going to move on to shotgun. This is a Remington 887 12-gauge shotgun, and I'm going to be loaded up with one round of double-aught buck and 1 round of 1-ounce slug. Buckshot is first. Here we go. Oh, here we go. Oh. Now for the slug. Oh.
That's a buzz, Chief.
Before I recover these rounds, I want to remind you that for the month of September, I am giving away my 1979 Pontiac Trans Am. For every $5 you spend on Kentucky Ballistics merchandise, you will get 1 entry. But don't forget, it is only for the month of September, so be sure and check that out. There's a link in the description down below, along with official rules. So guess what? I was loaded up with 2 slugs. Not slug and double-aught buck. So before I recover these, let me just pop on out of here real quick and fire off another round. All right, here we go.
I was expecting to see more of these actually like make contact with the target. So I'm a little surprised that a lot of them aren't making as much contact. Which I know there's a whole thing about water force slowing down the bullet to an extent, not a lot, but I still think that thought like maybe more of these would make actual contact.
Now let's go check it out. Okie dokie. Looking at the zombie, doesn't look like much of anything happened to him. These slugs got annihilated. I mean, both of them are completely expanded. And if they did hit him, they didn't do much damage. I have all 9 pellets of double-aught buck here. And you can see they're in pretty good shape. But I don't think they did much either because he seems to be pretty unscathed. So now we're going to move on to rifles. First up is going to be the classic AR-15. I have a 20-round mag and I have some 5.56 full metal jacket up first. And then underneath that is a 5.56 controlled chaos. Okay, here we go. Oh, here we go. Round 2, here we go. Looks like there's a lot of pieces of bullet down there.
Just a few pieces. Just a few.
All right. I retrieved. Sorry about that. Anyways, I retrieved the 5.56 rounds. And as you can see right here, this is the controlled chaos, and it kind of broke up. And then this is the full metal jacket right there. And as you can see, it is very warped and flattened. Again, these rounds are not doing a very good job making it to the zombie. And even if they are, it doesn't seem like they're doing much damage. And these rounds are moving very, very fast. So when they're hitting the water, I believe they are breaking up or deforming very quickly. Up next is going to be the AK-47. I have a 20 round mag, and I'm loaded up with some 7.62 by 39 full metal jackets. And then I have some 7.62 by 39 soft points.
I think so too.
Let's see what the AK can do. Full metal jacket up first. Here we go. Ooh-wee. Here we go.
Almost like got farther down. But
okay,
still no
round two.
cigar.
Here we go. If I had to guess, I would say that this is probably the same results as the 223, because that round's moving pretty fast. Let's go check it out. Okie dokie. Just as I thought. Here is the 7.62 by 39 round, the full metal jacket, and it is actually kind of flattened out.
Just a little bit.
And then here, this is really cool. This is the soft point. There's the jacket, and then there is the lead that was inside it. And boy, that mushroomed real good. But again, I didn't really see much damage to the zombie down there. It didn't look like anything has phased him. Even if it has hit him, it has done no damage. So right now it's like 6'6" of water would actually protect you from quite a bit. But this next gun, it's questionable.
Yeah, I think this is the longest I've seen the Ballistics stay intact in one of his videos. I think this is the longest. Like, even though, like, yeah, we've seen it get, like, dented or bounced off once or twice, but, like, there's been no actual, like, damage. Thank you for the follow. Hope you're doing well today.
So up next, we're going to see what would happen if you were underwater and you got shot at with a 50 BMG. This is my Serbu BFG 50A semi-automatic 50 BMG rifle, and I'm going to be loaded up with one round of 50 BMG. That is a 650 grain jacketed. Nope. And I'm going to be loaded up with one round. This is a 50 BMG 650 grain full metal jacket. And if this does not pop the tank, we will try a lead round. My neck is itching.
That'd be a horse
Weird.
fly.
Hope this doesn't knock me off my monster truck. Okay. Here we go. Oh dear.
Didn't break the tank, looks
I
like.
didn't see a hole. Oh dear.
He moved! It actually moved!
Okay, we did not put a hole through our tank. So let's go ahead and shoot one more time. This is a Hornady AMAX 750 grain round, and this is a lead round. Oh, here we go. Oh, that gun is gonna need to be sprayed down with some WD-40. I got a lot of water on it. That was a lot. That was a lot of backsplash there. Let's go check it out.
Sing? Yeah, the pressure wave.
Okay, these are some really cool results. So, 50 BMG, that is the jacket to the full metal jacket. And actually, I even have the tip of it. And then this is wild. I have been filming videos for almost 10 years, and I have recovered a lot of rounds, but I've never recovered a 50 BMG steel core that is in that good a shape. I mean, it is so shiny and perfect. That is nuts. Just ripped out of the jacket. And then this is the jacket to the lead round, the AMAX. There's the plastic tip. And then this is the lead bullet. So, recovered all of those. And again, the zombie, he's looking okay, which is insane. So I reviewed the GoPro footage, and it doesn't seem that either one of the 50 BMGs actually struck the zombie. But they also did not have enough power to even make it through this thin layer of plastic that this container is made out of. So I'm gonna say a 50 BMG at 6 foot 6 inches of water, it's not really doing much. Well, since we didn't pop our container, I'm gonna have a little bit more fun. I have 15 rounds of full metal jacket, 9mm, and now I'm gonna do a mag dump at Mr. Zombie. I still don't think any of those hit him or did much of anything. And we have one more bonus gun, a 500 Magnum, and I'm gonna be loaded up with some Underwood ammo, Kentucky Ballistics, 600 grain hard casts. I actually think these are gonna fly pretty straight. Let's see what happens. Oh!
Really got some kick.
I think I can see him. Here we go. Okay, let's go check that out.
Well,
Okie dokie. So, I recovered every single round. These are the 500 Magnum rounds, and they cut through that water pretty good. They actually smacked the side of the plastic and put a pretty good dent in it, but still didn't penetrate anything. And then I have all 15 rounds from the 9mm. Okay, Mr. Zombie. Oh, you're heavy when you get out of the water.
Anything with water.
He's looking pretty good. He's got a few little notches on his head. Let's pull him out of here and inspect him. Let's see if I can do this. This guy weighs like 100 pounds. So let's see if I can save him. Oh.
Careful.
Hold on. I gotta get him on my shoulder. Come on now, hold on. All right. Okay. All right, I got you, little fella. I got you. Oh, you shouldn't have been playing the pool. Super bad.
I cannot imagine how heavy that is to just carry out of there. Even with the extra like water weight, which I'm not too really sure how much more weight it would gain from being in the water submerged so long. But still, it's still pretty heavy by itself.
There we go. He's looking pretty good. Honestly, I'm surprised he didn't like melt inside that water all day. Okay, so inspecting this zombie, he looks like he's in pretty good shape. He does have a little slit here over his eye and a little bump on his head, but all in all, I'd say he looks pretty good after being shot at all day with multiple handguns, shotgun, and a 50 BMG. I mean, not a scratch on him, which is unacceptable. Oh, be careful, little guy. You don't want to accidentally fall on your head. Oh. So you've seen today what happens when you're underneath water and bullets are flying at you. And that's what happens if you're not underneath over 6 foot of water. So I would say that the water did a pretty good job at stopping bullets today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I certainly did. If you did, be sure and give it a like and make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also, be sure and check me out on all other social media platforms. Links to those can be found in the description down below, along with a link to KentuckyBallistics.com, just in case you want to pick up a shirt. And as always, my name is Scott. Thank you so much for watching Kentucky Ballistics, and I'll see you next time.
That was neat. That was neat. That was a very interesting one. I don't think I've ever seen one of his dummies until now go through not being damaged like that.